Welcome back, Curry Crew. Today we have a delicious recipe for you. So everyone loves mac and cheese, and today we're going to be giving you a delicious mac and cheese recipe, but with a desi twist. So today we're going to be making some butter paneer mac and cheese. Now you can easily make this into butter chicken if you just replace the paneer with chicken. However, this recipe with butter paneer tastes absolutely delicious, and it will be your favorite recipe when it comes to mac and cheese with a twist. So without any further ado, let's jump into our video. So the first step to making our butter paneer mac and cheese is making the butter paneer. So start by taking 4 to 5 tomatoes and adding them to a blender. Give it a nice blend until you are left with a puree, and then add it into your pan. Then to the pan, we're going to add in 1-inch piece of dried cinnamon stick broken into smaller pieces. Then we're going to add in 4 to 5 cloves, and finally 1/4 tablespoon of cardamom seeds. Then give it all a nice mix until you can no longer see the individual spices floating on top. Next, cover your pan with a lid and allow it to simmer on low to medium heat for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, remove the lid and add to your pan 1 chopped green chili, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic roughly chopped, and a 1-inch piece of ginger also roughly chopped. You don't need to worry about chopping everything finely because we're going to be straining everything later on and we'll be left behind with a smooth gravy. We just want to extract as much flavor from the spices as possible and have them impart their flavors into our gravy. Add in half a teaspoon of red chili powder and half a teaspoon of salt, and then mix. Then you can cover with a lid and allow it to simmer on low heat for another 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, turn off the stove and allow your mixture to cool down. After it cools down, we're going to strain it. So, after it's cooled down, strain the mixture into a pan and make sure to squeeze out all the water from your pulp. You don't want to leave anything behind. Every last drop is packed full of delicious flavor. Then to our pan, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're also going to add in 1 cup of tomato puree. Give it a nice mix, and this will allow for the butter to melt. Next to this, we're going to add in another half teaspoon of red chili powder, and you can also add some salt if needed, but taste your gravy first because you don't want to over salt it. Next, give it a nice mix, and we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of heavy cream. Once again, give it a nice mix. Next, we're going to add in a pinch of kasuri methi or dried fenugreek leaves. However, we're going to crush it into a fine powder first and then add it into our gravy. This will add a slight bitterness that will balance out the rest of the flavors in the dish. Give it a nice mix, and then finally to this, we're going to add in 1 cup of cubed paneer into our gravy. You want to make sure that you cut your paneer into bite-sized pieces, so that way when we make the final dish, each and every bite can have a bit of paneer in it. Give it a nice mix, and then let the butter paneer simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. At this point, our butter paneer is pretty much done, but we still have a few steps to go for our final dish. If you wanted to just eat butter paneer, this is where our video would end, but luckily we're not stopping here. After 5 to 10 minutes, add in 1.5 cups of cooked macaroni noodles into our butter paneer. We cooked them according to the packaging, but a minute less because it's going to cook further in the oven when we bake the final dish. You can also add in other types of pasta if you want to mix and match, or for example, if you're short on macaroni, you can add some penne to supplement the amount that you need. Next to this, we're going to add in 3/4 cup of shredded cheddar cheese, and you want to take a block of cheddar and you want to shred the cheese yourself. Pre-shredded cheeses that you buy from a supermarket often have anti-caking agents in them, and this will cause your mac and cheese to become lumpy instead of being nice and creamy and saucy. Once you add in the cheese, give it a quick mix, and then we're going to take our butter paneer mac and cheese and we're going to pour it into an oven-safe baking tray. However, before we pour it in there, you want to make sure that you apply some butter into the tray to prevent anything from sticking. Even out the layers, and then for the final step, we're going to top our mac and cheese with an additional 1/4 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Now the time has come for us to bake our dish. So this mac and cheese is gonna bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes or so, or until the cheese is melted and golden brown on top. After about 15 to 20 minutes, remove your mac and cheese from the oven, and this is what the final dish looks like. I know you guys want to dig in right away, however you're probably going to burn your tongue if you do so let it cool for about 5 to 10 minutes and then we can dig in. I'm going to fast forward to that part because I can't wait anymore. It smells way too good for me to wait. So guys, we have our final dish right here. I am ready to dig in. I'm at a loss for words. That's how delicious this recipe is. This might be the best mac and cheese I've had in my life. Period. Forget about with the desi twist. Forget about different styles of mac and cheese. This might just be the best mac and cheese ever. So you guys need to try this out for yourself. Experience this food nirvana that I'm experiencing right now and keep on cooking.